Isaiah 49:1. Listen, O owls, unto me, and hearken, ye people from far. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai hath called me from the womb, from the bowels of my mother hath he made mention of my name.
Like we said, that's powerful, man. The Lord called us from the womb. You know what I mean? He made mention of my name, man. So, like we said, you know, this is far beyond, because like we didn't know what we would end up here. The scripture says, man goings of the Lord. You know, and that always just, you know, we never understood those scriptures, man. Like, you look at the Bible, it was such a complex book. Like, you know, the basic stories, Moses, and, you know, the Gospels.
King
David.
David.
You even understand, you know, everybody knew about David and Goliath. But everything else in the scriptures didn't even make sense to you, man. It was sealed, man.
That's right.
And you know, and the Lord gave us the highest knowledge on the planet. Now we understand the book, man. And we're still learning as well, man. See?
Never stop learning in this thing, man.
Yeah, that's powerful in itself.
Yeah.
Because the average person, they don't know the scriptures. These so-called pastors and theologians, they don't know the scriptures, man. Vocab, James White, the Edomite, they don't understand the scriptures. It's sealed to them. Okay? All right, good.
Verse 2, and he have made my mouth like a sharp sword, in the shadow of his hand have he hid me, and made me a polished shaft, in his quiver have he hid me, and said unto me, thou art my servant, O Israel, in whom I will be glorified. Then I said, I have labored in vain, I have spent my strength for naught, and in vain. Yet surely my judgment is with the Lord, and my work with my power. And now saith the Lord that formed me from the womb to be his servant.
That's the point too. He formed me from the womb to be his servant. It's like we said, we were doing all kind of wickedness in times past. You know what I mean? And, you know, we knew people in the world, but they fell into those traps. But the Lord delivered us, and now here we are doing what we're doing now, man.
That's right.
He had a different path for us, man.
I remember when I was a kid, I was probably like 4 years old. I remember I was real young. My dad asked me, he was like, what you want to be when you get older? And I just said a boxer, because he used to do that. I said, I want to be a boxer. He said, they hit hard. Then I was like, I don't want to be a boxer. He said, they hit hard though. You know, so, but even if I said it as a kid, my dad, you know, is the spirit of the Lord, like, nah, you just, whatever you say, all right, cool, but you going to do this.
You're going to do this.
You're going to be doing this, man.
You know, you might wanted to join the military or whatever, man. The Lord called you into this, man.
Yeah.
You know? I remember that was a brainwash thing going on back then. It was like, yo, join the military, this, that, and third. Yo, you go, we gonna pay for your college.
Let's go to the schools.
They used to be lying, man.
Yeah.
Right? And then you had the whole, you know, these different wars brewing. People was like, man, fuck out of here with that, man.
Gone.
You know what I'm saying? Why? To be a dog of the military? Like, who the hell gonna do that?
Oh, and another thing, in that show, Inside Job, they mentioned that as well. They had, it looked like it was Creepy Joe made the order to send the nukes, right? They was like, yo, send. It was a robot version though, like a puppet version. So send these nukes, and the army was like, should we just blindly follow these orders? And then they had a poster join the army and blindly obey orders. And they said, well, okay, you know what I'm saying? So they was making it comical, but that's what they do. They blindly follow orders.
Yeah, they're dumb. Niggas in the military, they're dumb. Because why? These politicians and these bankers, and you think they'll send their kids over there? No. They'll never do that, man. Okay? Or they say all wars are banker wars.
Yeah, ultimately they're gonna fight against the Lord.
Yeah.
And they're gonna get the mark. Aren't they getting the mark the first people?
Yeah.
The first people
a lot of them already got it.
Yeah.
A lot of them retards in the military already got the mark. You know? And now they're telling a lot of the military now to get the vaccine.
A lot of them are stepping down.
You know. So that means, like we said, man, this is a foolish king. Like we said, how are you going along with something that's destroying your country, man? Blasio, Biden. You know, you're just a puppet for the elite. You're doing something that's destroying your America, man. All right? Selling your country out to these foreign nations and to the bankers. Makes no sense, man. Okay, but that's ultimately Yahweh Shem Yahushua just bringing you down.
Yeah.
All right? He said that, Isaiah 49 chapter. think 26 or something like that. Around there.
Con.
I should feed them that oppress thee with their own flesh.
Con. Isaiah 49:26. I will feed them that oppress thee with their own flesh, and they shall be drunken with their own blood.
Yeah, and we're seeing that now, man. That's why a lot of these Edomites are bitching and complaining, and they protesting. Let me see if there's any protests today. Because why? Your own leaders are oppressing you. And too damn bad.
God.
See, you in the same. Now you know how Negroes and Hispanics feel. Because if this was just affecting us, you think they'll be making an uproar? Hell no, man. What they'll tell us, stop complaining. That's what Esau always say. Anytime you, Jake, speak up on something, or racism, and get shot down, and blah, blah. What does Edom might say? Oh, you guys always complain. You're always complaining. Look at the opportunities that you have. Or you're better off than people in other countries. Just racism, man. Like anytime these athletes speak up, they say, oh, listen to these athletes complaining. They make millions of dollars and this, that, and the third. What the hell they bitching and complaining about? But see, now the mandates is being shoved down your throat. Right? And look at y'all bitching and complaining, man. To hell with you, man.
Yep.
Okay? That's judgment, man.
And you got two-time losers.
Two-time losers, and who gives a shit?
That's right.
It says, look at that. Last year you guys were the heroes now. And these are the jobs everybody used to covet. Oh, firefighter, work in a hospital, these nurses are proud too. MTA, because they make a lot of money and they got crazy benefits, man. You see? And they always boast on that. And especially a lot of them Eves who got them jobs, they look down upon the average Jake, man. Because they be making 90 grand a year, crazy benefits, right? Now what happened? You have to put Vanessa in you, man, in order to keep it, or lose your job.
And most of them will do that shit too.
Yeah, or they say, religious exemption, but that's all BS, man. Okay, that's just by case. Maybe out of every 300 applicants, they may give it to one, just to say they do it.
Yeah.
All right? Because why? To show you how wicked they are, which we've seen it, like Blasio said in the beginning, is either you get tested once a week or you get vaccine. A month later, he just said, fuck that testing shit. You need to get it or you fired. He didn't even let it go 3, 4, 5 months. At least January, before he come out and say, yo, less than a month later, dude say, yo, F that testing. And like the brother from Shai said last week, his handlers must have told him,
that's right.
Yo, listen, F all that testing.
Yeah.
Get straight to it,
Straight to it.
Yeah.
Straight to it.
You know what I mean? Because that's still a loophole.
That testing would have prolonged it.
Yeah.
They trying to get things done now, man.
Yeah. You know
you see it. Look around. They getting things done. They moving fast on the left-hand side, man.
Yo.
Because they know they got a short time.
Yo, the handlers was like, man, F all that testing shit, man. Just get straight to it, man. You know what I mean? Klaus Schwab, or one of the Rockefellers or the Rothschild gave him that call, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And Biden look like he's losing it mentally more and more.
Oh,
every time I see him in public, he's looking like an old man that's supposed to be in a retirement home. I seen him on some interview to do asking questions, and it legit looked like he was shitting himself.
He's too
he was
old.
stuck
He's
like
too
this.
old, man.
Like he was taking a shit in himself.
Yeah, the Lord is mocking you, man. This is your leader. This is your king. Like in Black Panther. He said, is this your king? It's basically the same thing. This is the guy that you were voting for.
And they made fun of him in that new show that came out. Inside Job. I keep referring to that show, but it's a certain scene where they saw him falling, going down the steps. Like he walked down off the plane. He started tumbling and falling. They're making fun of him, man.
Like in Isaiah 14 chapter. Is this the man this is the guy that you Jakes was celebrating for, jumping up and down in the streets?
Yep.
You know what I mean? They probably have to hit him with like 8, 9 shots and all kind of vitamin just to get him up there, man.
You gotta drink a whole lot of 5-hour energy drinks. You know
how much cuts they probably do. None of his shits is probably live, man.
Yeah,
none. They can't. All right.
They'll be on take 1,000.
Yeah, he's literally
take 1.
Yeah.
Take 2. You know.
Yeah. The media don't like when it was Trump up there. The media always just attack him at the press. You rarely see that with You rarely see him. Period. Man.
Yeah.
Everything is staged with this guy, man.
Like when the press did go at him, they asked him that question, like when? He said it don't matter if it's 6 days, 6 weeks, 6 months. You know, like this dude he's finished, man.
It's finished, man.
You know, if you add up the mathematical numbers of corona, it equals up to 666.
Yeah.
See, that's what's coming next. The MOTB. The MOTB, man.
Yep.
M to the O to the T to the B.
They said as NYC-19 vaccine mandate approaches, more than 19,000 first responders remain holdouts. Look at these sorry-looking Edomites. They say what? Essential workers are not disposable heroes. More than 19,000 of blah, blah, blah first responders have yet to comply with Mayor de Blasio or Warren William Jr. That's who he is.
Yes, he is.
A German. New C-19 vaccine mandate on the eve of its deadline. As of Wednesday, 86% of municipal workers have received at least one dose, according to the mayor's office. Is that a lie? That might be a lie, too. The number includes, teachers, too, lost their job. Education workers, public care workers were already required to get vaccine by early October. The mayor has ordered all city workers, sanitation, MTA, all of you. All right?
School's a joke right now, too.
Yeah.
Like, my little brother, somebody in his class supposedly had C19 and he couldn't go to school for 2 weeks. It's like there's one person in the whole class, everybody he came in contact with just can't go for 2 weeks, and then that just happening, trickling down throughout the grades. So it's like the kids, they used to not even being in school anymore.
That's all foolishness, man. And they can hold your kids hostage too. Everybody's an outbreak here, so you can't go home. They did that to a college, man. The mayor has ordered all city workers to receive one Vanessa by 5 p.m. Friday, eliminating the previous alternative of weekly testing. We just talked about that. Because he did say that in the beginning. It's either you get weekly testing or vaccine. But like brother said, they gave him that call. And that was just less than a month. That was just 1 month. They gave him that call and said, yo, look, F all that testing shit. Let's get straight to it. Because the scripture says what? He ignored that he had what? Short time. Are you saying something?
They're coming out with vaccines for children now.
Yeah, well, they just approved it. Yeah. Well, not approved it, is emergency use. But you got to be sick. And any of you people who give your kids this shit, you just deserve what you get, man. Because like we brought out Fauci, if he was doing all these crazy experiments on animals, what makes you think he cares about you and your children? He don't, man.
It always starts with that. They always start with experiments on animals and lab rats. Then they go to the human trials.
Yeah.
They show this in all these different movies.
Yeah. You see how they react. Okay.
They showed that in Venom.
Yeah.
This dude, he was the get straight to the point. He was experimenting on rats and stuff like that, putting that thing inside of them, and it was some of them would look normal, then they would explode or something like that. Then it's like, go to the human trials. She's like, you sure? You sure we ready? Go to the human trials. They don't care, man. There was a human trials. A lot of people were dying. They put him first. I think his name was he had a biblical name. He referred to the scriptures. He said, well, I think his name was Isaac. He said, God told Abraham to sacrifice Isaac, so your sacrifice could be better for humanity. Something like that. And the dude was in there shivering. He put him in a room, and he put the little venom thing inside. It hopped in his body and it exploded. It went through his body, exploded him. Something like that. And then they was like, bring in the next patient. He didn't care. These dudes are demons.
Yeah.
They don't care who they kill to get their agenda through, man.
Yeah. See?
And they show that in movies for a reason, because that's how they really are in real life, man. But way worse.
They saying kids are already having side effects from the vaccine.
Yeah.
There's a reports that a lot of kids are having heart attacks from the vaccine.
You gotta be a real sick, demented individual to give your kid this shit, man.
Well, that's why we gonna get. What's it, Job 13:4? These people, they're sick anyway.
Yeah.
They're at a very low frequency. They believe in the BS that they see on the media. Because why? They don't.
Knowledge.
Huh?
Yeah. For lack of knowledge.
Yeah.
My mother was thinking about giving my little brother, because he's of age. I'm like, Ma, hell no. She was like, well, I don't know. He's not gonna be able to go to school. I'm like, no, fuck school. I can teach him what he needs to learn, how to be safe.
Yeah, take your kids out to the schools anyway, homeschool.